In this video, we're going to be looking at Bravo Pest Control. We're going to be talking about SEO and specifically how this website could improve in order to rank better and get more organic traffic. If I put the term Pest Control Salem Oregon, which is where this business is based, into search, I don't find them anywhere on page 1, and 90% of people don't go beyond page 1 to find the business. And when I scroll through in Google Maps, then I can find them, but they're quite way down. And you know that you probably don't scroll quite far down in order to find a business, nearly halfway down a list, and most other people wouldn't do that either. So we're going to take a look at the website and see what we can do in order to improve its SEO and get them more business. Now, if you want us to take a look at your website, we do work with businesses in Salem, but we can work globally. There's 3 questions in the description. Just answer those in the comments. We know you're serious. We know that you're driven, and we can make a video for you like this. So here we are on the homepage, and the first thing I notice about this is that the amount of content is incredibly thin. We've got this sentence up here, we've got some nice images, some contact information, we've got caller text. This should really be a click-through button that goes straight through to a phone call, so that when somebody's on mobile they can click on this and it will work. We've obviously got a photo of the branding and business, which is great, but then there's areas that we're servicing, and that's pretty much it. And this is never going to rank. We've got some other tabs up here, which is reviews, which is great, but again, this amount of content is far too thin in order to be able to get any kind of ranking in Google. Same thing with services. This is all on one page. Ideally, it should be siloed. We should be clicking our services, then we should have a link of all these different services, and then these should be broken down into content. And then we've got it in Spanish, which is great, but you can't see at the top, but they've actually misspelled Espanol in the URL. And like I said, all of these phone numbers on all of the pages, I want to be able to click them. If we take a look at what this page looks like when we see it on mobile, I've just gone into the inspect version here. I can see what this looks like on mobile, so it's nice and readable, but again, I really want these numbers here to be clickable, so I can go straight through to a phone call and I can book these guys. So the first thing we need to do is get content onto this website. Homepage, at least 1,500, ideally 2,000 to 3,000 words about this business and what they're doing, and then get our services fully siloed. And then I'd also have a locations tab up here, because they mention down the bottom all the locations that they service, but I would want them to be breaking this down and just getting a lot more information on here, because right now Google doesn't really know what this business is about, and therefore it's not showing it to people at all. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to break down the SEO a little bit more. So this website is seoscan.org. It's down in the description. You can use it yourself. I'm just going to put the business in there, hit analyze, and it's going to give me some basic on-page SEO information. So as you can see here, we've got the title tag, which is one of the things that Google weights most heavily. And at the moment it's Bravo Pest Control. And what I would want to see is I would want to see the business type and the location here, because Google's going to read that and it's going to know where exactly to put this business and who to show it to. So I would want this to be Pest Control Services potentially, and then the location Salem, Oregon. So change that up. It doesn't really matter that it's got the business name here, Bravo Pest Control, because our keyword would be pest control. Then we go down here, the meta description is far too long. We've got pest control there, but as I go through, we've got servicing Salem, Kaiser, and all these other places, and it's just a little bit confusing for Google. So again, I would just pick the main location, main service they want to rank for, and we need to reduce this down a lot so that it's really clear to Google. Then when we go down, that H1 header tag, which is normally the main information at the top of the page. So when we look at a page, it's normally right up here. And as you can see, we don't have that at all. And this is a massive ranking factor for Google to work out what your business is about. And at the moment, it's completely missing. And we don't have any H2 headers either. So we'd want pest control services, any keywords to do with the niche and the location in these header tags. So that's a big problem at the moment. And again, we've got no out attribute, which is another way of getting those keywords in there for 2 of the 4 images. So definitely something that needs working on with this particular business. So first thing I would do is, I know this website's built on Squarespace. I found that out already. So I would get into the Squarespace site. I would do a little bit of optimization in the back end, make sure that everything is correct. And then what I would be doing is we'd be getting a ton of content on this. There's also only 7 backlinks when I took a look at it. 7 links on the site, mainly internal links. So we definitely be needing to do that. So month 1, we would go in, we would optimize this, we would start to build out the content. We'd probably do a press release, help to get those backlinks. Month 2, we'd start to really build out the internal linking, keep building out the content. And then we carry that into month 3 as well, with some additional backlinking as well thrown in with the internal linking and building out the content. That's going to help the site rank a lot better. So if you want some more information, feel free to contact us. You'll find our details in the description, or you can answer those 3 questions in the comments. Hopefully you found this useful. It will help you get some ideas of whether your website is in good condition, whether you need to get more content on your site. We'll see you in the next one.